Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na 10-10. That means say Tuesday, number 10 day for this number 10 month for the year 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Mr. No Connie. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad, for IDP camps and for refugee camps, and for those who then there for inside detention, I bring una all revolutionary greetings from Ambazonia. People on earth are not being punished by God necessarily. They are being punished by the sins they commit. I repeat them again. Not be God it punish people them necessarily for this ground as waka. Many times na the baba thing where people they do na it pursue them. They talk say what goes around comes around. Una welcome. Today, fellow Ambazonians, we go dive deep into a message where Dr. Cho Ayaba he done put them for outside regarding the killing of the people for Gozang. This audio it done come to my attention, and our pollsters that done talk say it be very important. Make we address them because what will happen for Gozang it be unprecedented. Say we get a public execution, first of its kind for Ambazonia, and first organization where it don't come out publicly for take responsibility of the killing. Mr. Lucas Asuwe Naibi, the spokesman of the Ambazonian Governing Council, he don't come and take responsibility. Talk say the Ambazonian Defense Forces, the ADF, they don't perform summary execution for people the way they accuse them for collaborating with La République du Cameroon or Black Leg. This information it be reach we for morning time for Hong Kong time about 3 o'clock for morning time. It be take me less than 30 minutes for call the Ambazonian Defense Forces member then where I get communication with them, for call the population for Gozang, and for reply for the messages and what I get them for me for be able to establish exactly which way it happened. According to our investigation, these two people the way they kill them for inside Gozang, one way na Prince na Chief Pikin for inside Gozang, he be innocent with the one way na motor boy, then two them be innocent. According to the information we'll get them from ground zero, from the family members, eyewitnesses, collaborating with more than 6 different narrative them. That same morning, within 30 minutes, these are the facts. These two people them, one of them, when the chief in Pekin, where he get store, he be get problem with the neighbor, where they say for the same place. They don't argue, fight plenty time. That neighbor, he be called La République da B. Say me, then come for that store. They come for can arrest that man. They come for that store because someone Gozang boy be devil in a B. Now he be drive the motor, the armored car with the car out of that store. He talks say he know that boy very well. Now he friend, and that boy he did work with he. Now the statement that way the man he make him for in front of he be friend them. Then that woman now he carry that statement, he go talk and for ADF come them where they say me and can't catch that boy he work with La République. Now based on that statement alone, if we be put things half, we for hide that part because it show say something be there way some person feel suspects that boy he work for La République. But we get obligation for uphold the man to hold and carry on for speak the truth to our people. For this morning time way the ADF they can't catch the boy go execute them. This woman, he come with sword, according to witness testimony. The throw a sword around that boy's store. The boy is stand up, he talk for that woman, say that witchcraft you the one make him, he will come back only for your head. Only for you for one realize ADF soldier then come for the, then catch you a friend, call people then for Gozang market, then stand. Then announce and say that this boy, he work with La République, he work with Rene. They open fire, then shoot him. This boy, I also get this boy a communication because time way I be the struggle for solve the problem between General Efang and King Commando, where he be the head for the TTA. Now one of the boy then this way they be crucial for bring in all the traditional ruler them for Gozang, me they accept me ADF he come back for Gozang and for solve this problem. General Efang, if he testify for this action, the way it be happen for resolve the problem between the TTA and the ADF, where they end up for can take oath for public. That was something I work hard with people like this to make it happen. This boy also, it be the say Mbanga for soldier them. So it be no soldier them very, very well, and it be no big number personally. So I go play the audio where Dr. Cho, Lucas Ayaba, he done put them for outside, and then I go address this issue.
I give you this story for you to understand how you fight for people. When Dr. Akwanga was picked up, I entered Tombe through the effort of late Justice Ebon to go and meet Juju people who told me that they could work out magic for him to live in Kondengi. That was the first time I ever ate snail. I went in with Mpide Charles. For anybody who has been in the SCNC in Victoria, I went in there. It's the first time I ever ate snail to find magic. Later they said we needed to get some things from Biafra. We sent a team into Biafra to get us material. The commander in charge of operation of the SCYL later was picked up. Luckily, the military moved him in a phone boat in Mutengene. And the operator of that phone boat is current chair of the SCNC in the UK. He moved from there into Victoria, came and alerted me. I moved straight to Bota and called Justice Ebon. I told him this person has been picked up. We need to leave town. We kept fighting.
You go to wonder, say, wait to get them for this story for do with the killing of these two people, the way Ayaba Cho they try for justify the killing of these people, the way the ADF or the egg of sea they ran decide for court and say a black leg. I will tell you something. Every person he get a story for tell, including Grandpa for Santa, where he don't go sell for La Republique, including General Nambere, where he be a trained ADF soldier. I gave video with ye and General Ivor time where they be the training, the good and the bad times. He too he get the story for tell. Even Success Congo when a scammer. Time where the ADF he be the one stand where the say could be the try for they be the get argument with Ayaba Cho. Now this same Success Congo if he can stand with this Omoyo Jock Defense Forces them for showing up and for propping up why they be still the train the DOD. Now person two way all man get a story. But wait to where it kill people them. Now say even a liberator, person where you will fight for your country. If you get ego, you get pride, or you get a sin in you, where you put yourself at one point you think say you be bigger than the country, or the country you don't become an embodiment of the country. Then now for day where your biggest fall a day, and for day your biggest failure it go come. A liberators are selfless individual where they go always put down themselves, make they elevate the country and they elevate the potentials of a country. That is who a liberator are. I know Justice Ebon. The first time he call me when this struggle be start, he be admire the principle then why they push him for this struggle. He tell me say my pikin for our own time we fail because we start something the population rise. When I get a unique opportunity. So make una no be fooled by Ayaba Cho with all this story them. Even the devil, when he become for the Garden of Eden, for if to deceive Adam and Eve, in case that one are just a story, he be need for first tell them a truth before he can actually tell them the biggest lie where it destroy all the future where God he be done for them. So when I listen for me, when I listen clearly, when I pass this charade, no man no fi educate Ambazonian them how wicked La Republique it be or how passionate Ambazonian them want independent. That one a story of every single Ambazonian blood. Say we all want independence and we are all ready to fight and die for that independence. What holds us back is not our lack of stories, a lack of patriotism. It is our own individual egos. The wicked black man syndrome. This virus in some of our people that is imploding our liberation struggle and making it impossible for us to make progress. When I listen for which way Ayaba Cho talk and I go address them as we talk and we go.
For those in jail, We did everything, not only sending them food, making ourselves heroes. We worked hard to make sure they break jail. We work hard to make sure they break out of jail.
For the information of our Ambazonians, I ran listen for Ebenezer Akwanga. I ran meet up in person several times. And he said he didn't tell we how we will come out for jail. This one are just for Ayaba Cho, making no say all this story the way they talk. People they know exactly how Ebenezer Akwanga he come out for jail. And we go give glory for all man we be support the mid and come out. But wait to wait what people they need for know for Ayaba Cho. Cameroon government, he give we opportunity for select prisoner the way they go come out for prison. They write all names them. 1,000 prisoner them where they need for release them for prison. At least 1,000 prisoner them where them be connected with this our problem. There was a problem with the Egg of Sea because in principle we were worried about the influence of Seseko Ayoktabi. Say if they release Seseko Ayoktabi, it go come out, it go begin to negotiate mainly at a point of weakness and it go fit undermine the leadership in the diaspora. That was a policy position of the Egg of Sea. So his release was seen in that light. But all the other prisoners, Seseko was not in the list of those who will be released. We were told explicitly that Seseko's time to be released will only be at the end of everything when everything is concluded. Cameroon themselves, we did not request. Cameroon offered to release prisoners. You, Ayaba Cho, you sabotaged it. You did not take that opportunity to release our prisoners. Not because the Cameroon government did not agree that independence is part of that negotiation. Independence was the center of the negotiation with La Republique, yet you refuse it. Why? Why? Only you and God knows the answer. But what you have said to me is a story of another day. Without digressing,
the enemy has been going from village to village, thanks to the activities of people who are on social media celebrating to be blacklegs. Celebrating. In the history of spies and nocturnal are underground. In the Ambazonian struggle, they are on social media. When our forces, our civilians are killed, they take the pictures and videos and put them on social media and they are celebrating. None of you is screaming. That's when you are screaming, complaining for the slaves who stuck out their neck to fight, to defend, to preserve, to do the job for you so that you come back on social media to become an hero.
So, fellow Ambazonians, we need to know the fact because PLO Lumumba, this big professor for Kenya, he advised where he became game for Ambazonia, where he didn't decide for she don't quiet because he only see the infighting for our struggle, he decided for she for his own side. PLO Lumumba, he didn't give Ambazonian two advice. One, clearly identify your enemy. Focus on fighting your enemy instead of stigmatizing yourself. We know the enemy where it be behind Cameroon government, their military going around our villages. We see them on social media and on national TV for Cameroon. Now the senators and the so-called mayor them, people the way they nobody elect them. These representatives them, not them, where they come publicly, they make announcement, they invite Cameroon military. Cameroon probably don't need themselves for get their military for come, but he need that legitimacy. Because he says, you know, say Ambazonian don't reject it. So he need these people that can stand, talk say, on behalf of the people of Menchum, of Manfe, Fako, Lebialem, we are inviting the Cameroon military to come as a justification for the Cameroon military for be there. So we know say the Cameroon military, it come, not be because say some of these blacklegs, these small people in the corner road, they give information. No. Now because you get the senators, the parliamentarians, the way that their country people them, and their traditional ruler them, the one way they don't go join this Cameroon House of Chiefs. These are the people we have identified with evidence. We have audios. Recently, the one in Babanki, we have audios of him directing quarter heads to provide information about fighters, identify them and their hideout or their camps to the Cameroon military and the gendarmes, even providing them with numbers. So we know things that we know. These are the people that causes some of their relatives or some small poor people on the ground to provide those critical intelligence to La République du Cameroon. The Cameroon military propagandas who are on social media, the Kunyam titles, the Padia Sanga, who celebrates the death of our people and call for collective punishment. There is no one who have tackled them. Me, Capo Daniel, I have been the one who have exposed them for the cold-blooded killers, war criminals who they are, and have shut them down into silence and into oblivion, and they have been put in the right place in our society, place for scumbags. So make no mistake, those who are fighting the enemy, and make no mistakes who the enemies are. Anybody who generalizes or try to target any innocent Ambazonians, that person cannot be seen or claim to be representing the Ambazonian people we are fighting to free. Common sense will tell you that when a country wants to fight against drug crimes, addiction, they don't go for the small ones who sell drugs on the street. They target the big drug dealers. Those are the ones that matters. That does not mean they ignore the ones on the street. But even in sanctioning, the laws will give punishment to those who carry drugs according to the kilograms. And for those who traffic drugs, those are the ones that they will have the biggest punishment. And our people must know these principles.
13 soldiers on one day, thanks to black legs.
So Ayaba Cho talks we lost 13 soldiers in one day. I want to tell Una the thing where they destroyed the struggle. Yes, we lost 14 soldiers then where they come up for Bui with 1 way day for Batibo, for 1 day for inside Batibo where then try to go attack some Cameroon posts. When I remember Mark Barata, they began leak information, so we the plan for make some big operation for Bamenda. Because I began come with this idea, say we need to build a plan of takeover, we will feed rally at least 1,000 troops away, they will provide security and for take overrun a town, set up roadblock, they make our population see physically. So if we take control of a country, if we manage them, it will be important for our projection internationally. I will use some few soldiers that will do a sample of this takeover plan for inside Bamenda. I think the history, I remember that fight very well. General Efang in the light began take the operation Hammer Blow. We will be carrying for inside Bamenda. That operation, when I see how our soldiers then come out, then block route, it will be one of the biggest operation coordinated attack we would ever get them for the history of Southern Cameroon. International ISS study group for security, it began report them as the highest direct confrontation. Inside that fight, all experienced fighters they be there for day. The Alpha team says for Bamenda, it become for day. And when I see how the fight it goes smoothly, we lost 1 soldier. They carry that soldier, if you go die later, the remaining 3, the way they kill them, they can't catch them for hospital, they execute them. May their soul rest in power. But this time for inside Gozang, this time for inside Batibo, where they want try to replicate that fight. We bring soldiers them for inside Bui, then come for inside Batibo, because Benedict Kwa, he want for it fears other people that will be popular, people that want to take the limelight. He decide to keep all information to himself. The soldiers they don't get the necessary tactical advice on how to carry operation. They rely on number, open their chest for go attack La République du Cameroon post for replicate the kind attack the way no PTPD do am. Now so we lost 14 soldiers them where they come out from Bui. Now say then kill them. I get the video then all. Then kill them because of lack of tactical preparation in that particular operation, because few people them the one hide and say they want me be seen at their own operation. Me they can't show and say then get chess. The same thing with the Akamanso. Time we will launch Akamanso, then give that project for my hand. I work with big number, provide them uniform, look the capacity we will get them, we'll make sure say the motor them be painted, motorized, the choreography, it project Ambazonia in a way we will not be there ever see them for history. As it be over fine, as I be do even speech will be talk say Ayaba Cho go address soldier them for ground zero. Benedict Kwa a wrong go say na you go make your own speech, put them for audio, make them play na audio for inside grandstand. Now this type of primitive, what I call and say a sin in people. Even you are a hero, once you get this jealousy, you need to allow people to make them do things because they be competent, but you do want fight say me na you go there for front. The next Akamanso plan will get them for train soldier them for Bui, for replicate the same thing for Bui. Benedict Kwa carry and I say na you go do am because that other one na me Capo Daniel I do am very well. We look at us, I will give you credit. Now we be do that Akamanso project and everything and how they present that for the public. It carry and go for Bui. Then bring soldier them for do am. How when I ever see any picture where you come up for that training, when I ever see how we can manifest. Because anytime we want to do and they talk for pigeon say Imitation leads to danger. Anytime you want to do something not motivated by the national interest, but motivated to show skin or to challenge, or you feel jealous because somebody is doing it better, you will always make a mistake. But without digressing, let us focus to the subject matter.
Conspiring. I am a soldier. And not every time I can put out everything. We see how they communicate. They give food. They provide intelligence. Our soldiers will move into an area, they will call. Our soldiers will move into a hospital, they will call. They are picked out and shot. They are provided with money in exchange for sex.
So, because of lack of time, I'll cut and short and I'll go explain for now wait where Ayaba Cho they try for talk. If they talk now, wait where Black Leg did they do them. How Black Leg did they show Ambazonian fighters them, did they kill them. Make no mistake, the debate is not about Black Leg. Make Ayaba Cho stop for begin cover the blood way they for his hand and the blood way they flow out for the teeth of all the egg of sea member them where they try for cover up the death of these two innocent people them. We are all in support of the fact that any Black Leg should go. There is no joy for the wicked. There is nobody who is responsible for working hard to make sure that all legitimate Black Leg have been shown example to our people appropriately, like me, Capo Daniel. I have the record to show for. I support that every Black Leg is an imminent danger to our people and our soldiers, and they have to face the ultimate punishment as soon as possible. That is not a debate. So we are all, I am the one who fights against Black Legs. So this is not about Black Leg. This is a cover-up for the murder of our people. These two boys, they went ahead to say that they were arrested by the ADF, they were kept for 1 month, they were investigated, and they had evidence, they had video, and all those bullshit. This boy was in his shop that same day when he was picked up. The population in Gozang, they know. Lucas himself have come out and said that it was summary execution. That means they didn't kill the person without, based only on accusation. They didn't investigate, they didn't give the person a benefit of a trial. That is what it is a meaning. Mu even talks say Lucas na and a doorman le how know in a mumu. It don't use what the way no know the meaning. We even be more dangerous. It show and say how incompetent people then they. And this can also be a matter of incompetency, because you see the whole egg of sea, they be labeled Sako and Chris Anu as infiltrators. Normal infiltrator, you cannot call an Ambazonian an infiltrator. An infiltrator is somebody from the enemy's own camp. That means a francophone. In the case of a national war, it will mean a francophone come into us pretending to be an Ambazonian and then become part of us. Then you can call him an infiltrator. You don't use an infiltrator for citizens. So we know that that incompetency is an issue. But that is not even the case, because that is even worse, to have incompetent people trying to run a struggle or run a country. We don't already get example them. First, the ADF soldier them for Bamenda, they don't catch person where na Abdul Karim a relative, where na Ebwa, they execute them simply because say it help people them for make ID card. At that time I be done resign for them. But I come and advise them, say this man, okay, there is some link at least say he be the work for La Republique, but it is not enough. You cannot kill somebody because he's making ID card when you some of the soldiers are carrying Cameroon ID card. That is just excessive. But at least that man be the work something for La Republique. So we'll criticize them without really condemning it, because it was wrong. First of all, the man is an Ebwa. You cannot kill somebody like that for that reason. The ADF then go, Ayaba Cho come for social media. He can't talk, say, people then wait and kill 4 ADF soldiers for instance, Bamenda, some 4 youths, then who not saying 1 ADF BDD. Now, Bameleke people then go show place, say that boy then they did before then kill him. It turned out for be say that boy then kill them because they are one of their girlfriend become pretend say me then kidnap so that the family go pay money. Now in the course of them talking to that family for can give them money where Cameroon military they cover, they can kill them. Yet Ayaba Cho talks to me then go kill francophone them as the reprisal attack, justify them for social media. ADF then carry 10 people for Bamenda, kill them. Inside that 10, now only 2 be pure Bameleke people, francophone them, and a married couple where then those married innocent blood then spill them. He give Cameroon in a platter of gold the biggest victory they get for our land. They nobody learn sense. So in everything, before you talk, you must do investigation unless you are actually perpetrating this crime to help Cameroon. That means you are doing it deliberately to help Cameroon. Maybe Because there is no way you will not know that these boys are innocent people. It takes me less than 30 minutes to know what happened on the ground. And if you claim that you have soldiers in Gozang, how can you not know that these boys are innocent people who were not in any custody? And if you need to execute people publicly, then you also get a public obligation to give some proof that these people are indeed blacklegs. We know that the boy were dying and saying that no, they were refusing the allegations. The person who came over in La République du Cameroon TV to say that, oh, they're keen, they're blackleg, they are black, we know that we cannot consider that information as being valid or credible. You need something else to substantiate it with that, because that came earlier. And these are not people with credibility. So Ayaba Cho, if you need to work for La République, you need to know, say this crime them, it will lead for the destruction of this struggle, and you try to spoil this struggle deliberately. Because first, you don't first come 2 weeks ago, you talk, say, ADF, they're not going to obey international law again. That means we're going to carry out atrocity them, because Cameroon, they do them too. Now, you don't can talk them. As an illiterate person, you already know the implication. Why? Because when Sako was carrying out these crimes, especially when the one happened in the Southwest, you told me to send an official letter to Elvis Kumeta, to Sako, and to Chris Ano to inform them about the implication, because there was an ongoing investigation carried out by some researchers about some atrocities that happened in those areas. So you know very well what is happening, you know the ramification, but yet you are doing it. Your spokesman have come and claimed credit. It is not that somebody is accusing the AG of C of destroying the struggle. The AG of C have come out publicly to say that they are carrying out summary execution. There are evidence that it is summary execution. Ayaba Cho himself have said that they will not obey international law or war law, because Pobia does not, whatever excuse you give it, it does not make it valid. My fellow Ambazonians, there is no way you can win when you commit terrorism. Look at Yasser Arafat, who rejected a solution of two states between Israel and the Palestinians. And they used terrorist tactics, suicide bombing, to try to win Israel. Sooner or later, they realized that they were even giving Israel the advantage, because everybody is sympathetic with the Palestinian. But when you go and you carry out a suicide bomb or a terrorist act, kill civilians deliberately, everybody will forget and they will put aside the reason why you were fighting in the first place. And they will make sure that you will never win. For how many years the Palestinians have been fighting, they have a more legal ground. They have the same case with us, Ambazonia, because they were a trustee British mandate territory. But they can never be supported until Yasser Arafat decided to accept that the other side will exist. And the Fatah movement, they are now living with the support of the West. In West Bank, in Gaza, they have carried out a terrorist attack. They went into a bomb shelter where civilians have hidden themselves and killed 100 civilians point blank. Today, everybody have forgotten everybody who matters, because in this war, what matters is not the opinion of people who does not matter. Everybody who matters is supporting the Israelites to go and fight back. Now Israel is going to do to them what they wanted to always do, to seize their land and to kill them. They will destroy their country for nothing. And for the next 100 years, they might suffer for this effect. When you are angry, do not sin. What destroys us is this ego in us. This jealousy, wicked black man syndrome. Ayaba Cho, you have killed innocent people. The soldiers have killed innocent people. If they had made a mistake, as a leader, you would have come out and apologized, because you knew what we did to save Ambazonia during the Kumba school killing. If I did not come out to apologize to our people that this is not acceptable, even though we didn't do it, but I had to assure the international community that this is not an acceptable conduct that we will support, or we will even tolerate. That saved the liberation struggle. And before I did that, Benedict Kwa was saying Capo no go address this issue. It been a hot cake, na hot potatoes issue. But I knew that it was important for us to save the liberation struggle, and I put out a statement to say that we condemn it, we distance the liberation from it. But today, AG of C is claiming not just responsibility of a war crime, they are actually claiming that they committed war crime. Ayaba Cho have actually announced that he's a war criminal. So if you stand with somebody who is a criminal, after 2 years condemning Sako and Chris Ano that they are trying to tag Ambazonia as a criminal enterprise, after spending a lifetime to tell the world that Atangan Jipo was trying to destroy the struggle by tagging us as attacking our own people. Today, the claims are changed. No, I have been saying the same thing as an independent activist, as when I work with Seseko, when I work with Sako, when I work with everybody, I've been saying the same thing, because it is the right thing to do. We must not criticize people because we hate them or we have differences with them. If Ayaba Cho is bringing us independence, I must accept it and embrace it. If he's doing something wrong, I must condemn it and reject it. So my people, what Ayaba Cho is trying to do to cover up this crime, and the people who ignore the pain of the mothers who are crying for this crime, their blood is on their hand. And eventually the sin they have committed will meet them where they are. It is just a matter of time. What goes around comes around. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.